Imagine living in a far-off land, a city called Babylon, filled with towering temples and busy streets. In this city lived a man named Daniel. Now, Daniel wasn't just any man. He was known throughout the land for his wisdom, his kindness, and his unwavering love for God. Every single day, 3 times a day, Daniel would open his windows, kneel down, and talk to God. It was his special time, a quiet moment to share his heart, give thanks, and ask for guidance. He never missed it. It was as important to him as breathing. But not everyone was happy about Daniel's success and his close relationship with God. Some of the king's other officials, men with hearts full of envy, watched Daniel. They saw how much King Darius favored him. They saw his integrity, and it made them look bad. They couldn't find any fault in his work. He was honest and dedicated. So, they decided to use his greatest strength, his faith, against him. These jealous men devised a wicked plan. They went to King Darius and flattered him, saying, "O King Darius, live forever. All the presidents of the kingdom have consulted together to establish a royal statute, that whoever petitions any god or man for 30 days, except for you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions." The king, pleased by their apparent loyalty and not seeing the trap, signed the law. And because it was a law of the Medes and Persians, it could not be changed. Did Daniel stop praying when he heard about this new law? Did he hide his faith away? Not for a second. He went home, opened his windows, just as he always did, and prayed to God 3 times that day, giving thanks just as he had done before. He knew the risk, but his trust in God was greater than his fear of any king or law. It wasn't long before the jealous men spied on Daniel and caught him praying. They rushed back to the king, their voices dripping with fake concern. "Did you not sign a decree," they asked, "that any man who prays to any god or man within 30 days, except to you, O king, would be thrown into the den of lions?" The king confirmed it. Then they dropped their bombshell, that Daniel, who is one of the captives from Judah, does not show due regard for you, O king, or for the decree that you have signed, but makes his petition 3 times a day. Suddenly, the king understood the trap. His heart sank. He had been tricked into condemning his most trusted and faithful servant. He was deeply distressed and spent the entire day trying to find a way to save Daniel, but the unchangeable law bound his hands. As evening fell, the conspirators came to him, reminding him of the decree. With a heavy heart, the king gave the order. Daniel was brought and thrown into the den of lions. Before the stone was sealed over the entrance, the king spoke to Daniel, his voice full of regret, "Your God, whom you serve continually. He will deliver you." That night, the king couldn't sleep. He couldn't eat. All entertainment was sent away. He just tossed and turned, worrying about Daniel, hoping against hope that his friend was still alive. His magnificent palace felt like a prison of his own making. Meanwhile, down in the dark, dusty pit, the air was thick with the scent of predator. Huge, powerful lions, with eyes that glowed in the gloom, began to stir. They paced, their low growls echoing off the stone walls. For any other person, this would have been the end, a terrifying final few moments. But Daniel was not just any other person. He was a man of God. Just as the lions began to circle, a gentle light filled the den. It wasn't the moon or a torch. It was something else entirely. An angel of the Lord had come down into that pit. The angel stood beside Daniel, and a profound peace settled over the den. The angel reached out and simply shut the mouths of the lions. They couldn't open them. Their growls turned into soft rumbles. Their predatory hunger vanished. They became as gentle as house cats. One by one, the mighty beasts yawned, lay down, and curled up to sleep. And right there, in the middle of a den of lions, surrounded by creatures that should have torn him apart, Daniel lay down too and slept peacefully through the night, safe under God's divine protection. At the very first light of dawn, the king couldn't wait any longer. He rushed out of his palace and ran to the lion's den. His voice was filled with anxiety and a sliver of hope as he cried out, "Daniel, servant of the living God. Has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to deliver you from the lions?" He held his breath, fearing the silence that might follow. Then, from the darkness of the pit, a voice called back, clear and strong, "O King, live forever." It was Daniel. The king's heart leaped with joy. Daniel continued, "My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths so that they have not hurt me, because I was found innocent before him. And also, O King, I have done no wrong before you." The king was overjoyed, ecstatic. "Take him up," he commanded. Ropes were lowered, and Daniel was lifted out of the den. They checked him from head to toe. There wasn't a single scratch on him, not a hair out of place. He was completely unharmed because he had trusted in his God. The king's relief quickly turned to righteous anger. He commanded that the men who had maliciously accused Daniel, along with their families, be brought and cast into the very same den of lions. The Bible tells us that before they even reached the bottom of the pit, the lions overpowered them. Then King Darius wrote a new decree, sending it to all the nations and peoples of every language in all the earth. It read, "I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom men must tremble and fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God, and steadfast forever. His kingdom is the one which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall endure to the end. He delivers and rescues, and he works signs and wonders in heaven and on earth." Who has delivered Daniel from the power of the lions? From that day on, Daniel continued to prosper in the reign of Darius, and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. This incredible story shows us the power of unwavering faith. Daniel didn't just believe in God when it was easy or convenient. He trusted God in the face of death, in the darkest pit, surrounded by his greatest fears. And God showed up. He didn't necessarily remove Daniel from the scary situation, but he was right there with him in the middle of it, protecting him. Sometimes in our lives, we might feel like we're in our own lion's den. Maybe it's a difficult situation at school, a challenge at work, or just a time when you feel scared and alone. Remember Daniel. God is with you, too. He promises to never leave you nor forsake you. Just like he sent an angel to shut the lions' mouths for Daniel. He can bring peace to your heart and protect you through whatever you're facing. All it takes is trust. Trust that he is in control and that he loves you more than you can imagine. He is faithful, and he will see you through. Thank you for watching with us tonight. We hope this story brought you comfort and encouragement. If you were blessed by this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories of faith. Good night, and may you sleep peacefully, knowing you are watched over by a loving God.